Oh yeah, the town did disappear, didn't it?
Well, the town's still there. Whole town's folk worth of town worth of town's folk have disappeared. But yeah, you're good to go, DM.
Okay, so hi everyone, it's Sunday. I think where we left off, you guys kind of came across Louch. I can't speak other languages. I apologize.
Laos.
What he said, and you found it completely devoid of people. Ooh. You also found the mansion of a former employer. Walked inside, found him stabbed onto a wall, and you unstabbed him.
Good way of putting it.
Yeah. And then afterwards, you guys started heading back to Lingen, and Ulrich summoned a fire horse.
On our
And
ship.
after everyone went to bed, so no one saw.
Grave saw, because she was on the crow's nest.
Oh yeah.
I'm watching everything.
And I think that about sums up most of the big points. So you are continuing to just float down the river over with now a beacon on your ship.
Come out
So
in the
that's
morning. Who in the living hells? Graves!
What? What's going on?
Graves! Why are you summoning demon horses?
Not me.
Alright, Skull Kitty, then who?
What's his name? Or just point at him like that.
What's his name?
I mean, they're both on fire, so it kind of makes sense.
Oh. You mean Pyre? Yes, I had him. This is how I traveled.
Did it not occur to you that a giant beacon on a ship makes that ship a target?
We're on a river.
I just stare.
Makes a good point. I mean, it's not like we're going to be missed. I mean,
Except that the difference is there's now a light on our deck that shows that we are technically undercrewed.
On a plus note, you can see through the fog.
Well, he's a good boy, aren't you, Pyre? He just starts rubbing his muzzle.
Just staring. There's a hold. I'm assuming it's magical fire. It can go stay in the hold.
All right. It's not like confined spaces, though. I will say that.
Then put him back in his dimensional pocket, wherever the hell he just came from.
All right, fine. Trying to save on resources for the morning.
Violent twitching.
As you just see him breathe in, breathe out, clap, and up in a puff of smoke.
His horse has the clapper. Or the clap, because it was apparently only one clap.
Oh, only the one.
So, your horse has the clap?
I'm not going to check.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I make breakfast.
was that cool?
I said no, I can't heal that.
No greater restoration yet?
We determined that horses do not have souls, so I don't need the healing.
Aha.
Fair enough.
But is a light war horse a finesse weapon?
No.
But yes, also no.
Different table, Jera.
I don't care. That's still my answer.
What I'm hearing is it's a heavy weapon.
No, it's definitely not a heavy.
It's the name,
It's
light.
right there in the title. Yeah,
Light warhorse. It can't be a heavy warhorse. It's a light warhorse. But anyhow, other than getting some crafting done, I don't think we have anything significant to do.
And mostly just ride the wave.
Yeah, ride the current.
That's what I meant. Make sure to feed everyone a good breakfast, good lunch. It took a little over a day to get to Louch, so probably 2 days to get to Legan. I haven't done the math. I'm good at this, guys. I did the math.
Okay.
But I can't help you, I'm sorry.
Either way, we got supplies. In fact, because of our stop at Louch, everyone's going to get an extra ration of rice.
Yay!
Because it's the only thing we actually stole from Louch. Procured from Louch.
Yeah. Commandeered.
I got a hat.
That was a theft. That was that was them paying us for our presents.
Yeah.
So as the day come and goes, unless anyone has plans to do on the day, waiting on the ship.
Most of my time, if I'm not rowing, will be popping in to help Gar with our alchemical pursuits.
Yeah. How many days have we been working on those so far?
I think we only did the one full day between Vernek and Louch. So I think same distance would be a total of 3 days before we hit Legan.
Yeah.
Since we caught the current.
Yes.
Wherever you need me, I'm available.
No, don't worry. We'll cycle you into rowing.
If I'm not rowing, I'm tinkering.
Alrighty.
Working on trying to improve Frederick.
Frederick is perfect already.
He could always be better.
His name is Frederick. Let's not.
He needs to be better.
So as the day ends, the next day comes up. Graves, you can actually see the town in the distance.
I see a place.
I'm gonna climb up the crow's. About what time of day is this?
About 11 a.m.
Okay. I guess I'll give it to all aboard. You'll want my cooking, and you want to eat when you get to town.
You're a fine cook. I do not see why you would not cook.
I mean, it's the capital. I'm sure there's quite a food experience to be had.
Who says we cannot do both?
Conservation of resources, Ulrich.
Fair. I've been traveling by myself most of my time, so I've only needed to feed myself.
But and if everyone just wants to finish off another portion of the day's rations, I won't get it sorted through. Otherwise, get our paperwork together for when we pull up to the dock.
Yep.
Before this is in character, mind you. Before we pull in the dock, is anyone wanted in Legan?
I don't think so.
I've never been here.
I've never been wanted. That sounds.
Everyone just gives him like this. Aww. Not correcting him whatsoever.
I mean, I was going to say that I want many things.
Just making sure, and that's my crew, my boys as well. You know, if you know you have, if you need to keep a low profile, we need to know now sooner than later.
Ulrich just goes up and pats Alexander's back. It's okay. One day you will be one. One day you will be wanted.
It's the capital. They might do speed dating here.
Your employees, they don't think they're wanted.
Gars, checking. No, we're good. Okay.
Yeah, the best way to find out if you're wanted, walk up to a guard and say, "Am I wanted?"
Just just checking.
Have you been looking for me?
No, sir. Good. Should I be?
No idea.
You know,
Well, I am now because you're suspicious.
honestly, officer, yes. Being completely honest with you. But, I'll give the boys a 5 gold stipend for here in the capital. I know my order of business is try and find us some work. So looking for either a post board, adventuring hall, etc. If you guys got any shopping to do, my intent is to come back and spend the evenings here on the ship, assuming we can get long-term docking. So if y'all are looking for me, that's where you'll find me.
I'm dragging you guys to the map. Boop.
Bloop. And of course, we'll go and find out whoever is managing the river docks.
And so when you get to the docks, they are pretty darn busy. There's not a lot of room.
For this massive, 3-masted ship coming in.
Yeah, it's bigger than most other ships here, which seem to be,
Made for
No.
the river.
yeah, more or less.
I'm going to see. I think we're going to have a problem with the bridge.
We're not going that far. In fact, I guarantee we should be able to get all the way down. It's just a matter of paying fines, and it's a lot of paperwork, I'd imagine. He says I was back home. I really hate paperwork. Tally, you want to do or excuse me, Malaya, you want to do some paperwork?
I can do paperwork. Wait, what are we doing?
None yet. I don't know if we're gonna keep going forward. We'll see how the city
Did you
treats
hear
us.
that, Tally? He called you another woman's name.
Yes, he, the player, did.
Hmm.
It takes a little bit of like going along, but you do actually eventually find a spot that you can barely fit if you really try.
We will really try. Just know, boys, any damage to this ship is coming out of that stipend. So really try.
And they try. They try really hard. And they only scrape one side of the ship.
Scrape, not actual damage.
It's hard to tell.
I can mending that probably.
It doesn't look too
Yeah,
bad.
same.
I would say, y'all.
We can bump that out.
Yeah, you two get on buffing duty. I'll go buff. I don't have the cantrip. Damn it! I was like, I'll go buff the Quay real quick. But Master Gar, Do we need
Yes.
to tie up some time to finish up our supplies, or
Well, currently, I was able to extract what was needed for 3 potions,
okay?
which I will give to you. Um, at this rate, I should be able to make about 1 a day. I out of character GM. If that's been sped up with him helping, then I'm just basing it off of the standard rate.
Yeah, it's been. This helps helped. To,
That
I
would be,
mean, you're both good at making potions, right?
yeah.
Yeah, we'll just say double.
So that'd be
Okay. So
5
6
made
out
total.
of-
Because I didn't help you the first day.
Yeah, that makes sense. 5 and enough supplies for another 5.
Alright. Alright, we'll try and make sure we set some time aside. I don't want the herbs drying out. But it is a big city. Let's try not to get lost. Please. I cannot stress this enough. And for some reason, I'm staring at Ulrich and the Angel. I can't imagine why. Please. Don't cause any trouble. And if you cause trouble, don't get caught causing trouble.
And don't say our names.
Don't cause trouble. I'm a good
I
boy.
don't think I know many of your names. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Good.
Like, here's a question. Just because it's been a while. How many of you have introduced?
We've
Like-
done the whole sit down over dinner and introduce the new recruits kind of thing already.
Fair. I'm just my mind's blanking at points. If I.
trying to make it seem like really on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Malala, definitely some not up and up work got to be done because the funds getting low quick.
To answer your question, you definitely know everyone pretty well except for maybe Austria and Grapes.
Grapes.
Everyone else, Graves. Everyone else you definitely met. So
It's canon now, Graves. You are now Grapes the cat.
I didn't say Graves.
The gods have spoken.
Why?
So how long does it take before I become wine?
Depends on how
I
much you
don't
get
know.
stepped on. Please don't get stepped on, and we'll never find out.
I don't want to be wine.
But I'll throw the gangplank down, pop, bomb, bomb. Whichever one of our folks have been acting as carpenter, help him tag along with Graves and Austral to amend the damages. We did buy supplies for such an occasion already. While seeking whoever was in charge of the waterways here.
Hello? You, I'm guessing you want to park?
Yeah, may I ask your name, friend? Sorry for the rough entry. We're a little new to the tighter corridors of the river. Been out on the open waters a little too long.
I had his name as Steven, and I'm like, I think I used that
Yeah,
for a different.
that's the other guy over in Brennick.
All the dock people of this
Oh
place
God,
are busy.
it's like fucking Nurse Joy. No.
Yeah, my name is Hart.
Heart and pleasure. Wharfmaster, Dockmaster, Quaymaster, any title with that? Or you just the man on duty at the moment?
Yeah, I just make sure everyone's sorted and knows the fees and pays them, that kind of stuff.
Alright, well, we certainly want to make sure we do everything by the books here. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember what piece of shit name we got for this ship. Like, I'm sure it's painted on there, but I the player, I can't remember if something goofy or something actual, like, namey, or if we ever had a name at all. I know it has a name, and we made papers for it because we claimed it as salvage when we pulled into Brennick.
I don't remember.
By the way, we present the papers. The captain's in the middle of settling with the rest of the crew right now.
Right? Are you a adventure ship, merchant,
Uh,
trader?
we have the misfortune of multi-classing, so to speak. We are adventurers by direct trade and traders by indirect adventure.
Ah, I see. Well, I do have to tell you there is a fee on adventure ships just because we get a lot of them. There's not a lot of room, as you can tell.
I see that. I mean, hopefully that's good for business.
It's great for business. We currently charge like 3 gold a week. It's not too bad, but
And if we are applying here as a trading vessel with no intent of adventure,
it is 1 gold apiece a week.
Peace.
I'm gonna insight if you don't mind.
Yeah.
That's a mighty long strike there. Do you happen to have some kind of organized representation for the folks here, or we just came in from like I said Rennick, and I'm looking for work one way or the other.
I kind of
insight click.
lean over to Took, cough cough, actual name. Well, name
Claire.
that we know you by. It's like, should we tell them about upriver?
Not yet.
So, what do you mean by representation?
I mean, any official office. I mean, you got us signing papers here as adventurers.
Oh, yeah. No, there's the Lingen Adventurers Guild is set here. I take it you're not from around here then.
We're from arounds. I'm giving
Yeah.
I'm giving him a fair, apparently really hard look.
He seems to be telling the truth, but not the whole truth.
So a lie by omission.
Basically.
I'm gonna glance around. I'm gonna sidle. Like, excuse me for a second, Ulrich. I'm gonna handle something here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna produce using my mage hand to quickly pluck a few coins and slide them into its own little bag, and press it into this man's hand. And just where might we find this adventuring guild? And what are you not telling me, young man?
Well, it's right in town. It's right past the wall. I guess to be completely honest with you, I don't need to charge you more unless you are an official member of the. I'm sorry for not telling you.
That's all right. It's good to know for future reference, and keep the change. Consider it an advance on future business. I'll give the Godfather pat on the cheek.
He gives a nod, takes your paperwork, and just kind of heads off.
Takes
Off to take care of it for you.
okay. Ulrich, go ahead with that young man and make sure we get our proper paperwork back.
Mm-hmm.
Look, responsibility. There you go.
I will follow the men.
Yeah, he just leads you to the little office, signs a couple of things, stamps a couple of things, and hands you a paper, just saying that you are completely fine to be here.
I'm gonna ask the man. So, how what recent news have you heard?
In general, or
Yes, current events. We're not from here. Anything
uh,
that not.
well, good question. There's a some big fancy academy up north that's been bringing some people through here. There's a couple of new shops that just kind of more or less spring up overnight. Again, it's been making especially the docks a lot busier. As you can see, we aren't exactly prepared for all of the new things, but it'll get sorted.
Hmm. Hmm. Any? How do I put this? Um, any news from outside of town that we should know of?
Well, they your friend said you're from Brennick. Apparently, a lot of people have been going missing.
Oh, okay. That is known. That is good to know. Uh, that's one of the many questions I'm probably going to have. Um, lastly, I with the paper in hand. Uh, where else would we be looking for work?
Oh, it depends on what you're looking for.
Uh, who knows? Whatever
Well,
strikes a match, if you would.
there's lots of different guilds in town. All of them pretty good. Town's pretty doing pretty well right now. Lots of good jobs you could find.
All right, all right.
Other than that, a little bit more to the east, there's a town that I don't have the name of at the moment.
East or south? Oh,
Berg. Yeah,
yep. The bird named Berg.
Berg. Berg is kind of doing pretty well for itself right now. So,
Good for them, I would assume. Well, guess that is what I need. Thank you, good sir.
yeah, if you need anything else, just come ask.
What is the town's policy on magic?
I mean, we got nothing against it for the most part. I'd recommend not shooting off in the middle of town.
I mean, fair. Just as he steps out of the door and he
Bell
Cast
comes
fine
flying
speed.
by, just fireballing the shit out of everything.
just like finds Steed again. Just wondering.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Kicks up on his horse
That'll
and
be an
just
extra
rides
fee
back to the
for
ship.
livestock.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I assume you have somewhere to put it, so I'm sure it's fine.
Make my way back to the ship.
Alrighty.
Uh, Alexander, as I'm doing my damnedest to try and play the role of delegator here and untangle the weeds that is our happenstance little family we've put together here. This gentleman mentioned something about a local adventuring guild. Might that pique your interest in trying to investigate?
Oh yes, certainly. I'd love to try to see if I can gain more insight into this. I'd also love to see if there's any sort of wizards guild of sorts.
Alright. Uh, I advise taking someone along. Orc should have been back by now. Miss Graves, you mind playing party to Alexander's investigation? I mean, everyone's more than welcome to go along. I'm just figuring I'll try and help Master Gar catch up on these here herbs.
Go exploring.
Try and make it back before sundown. If something happens send a runner or something. I'm pretty sure they'll find our ship. I think we. I look around like I feel like we kind of stick out like a sore thumb here. Could be the giant Could be the giant smiley face on our sail.
Yeah.
But as far as Tim and the boys, like I said, y'all you busted ass to get here, and long as that scrape is fixed, I'm to Captain Malala's expectations, I'm sure you can go and enjoy the town.
We'll have it better than you've ever seen it before, sir.
That's what I love to
did
hear.
most of the work. As I pull my hands away after casting mending on it.
Look, man, gotta make him feel special.
I know.
Did everybody else go into town?
I haven't yet.
As of right now, we're still aboard, and Alex and Graves are going in. Oric should be on his way back.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to spend the first day here shopping, otherwise, I mean, I can take over Potion Craft. Take kind of a relaxing day, pull it in.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot that I need to do in town. I'd still like to pick up a bullwhip somewhere, but I'd also like to just mingle about town, try and pick up some rumors if possible.
I poke my head out the door. Alex, assuming he's like on his way out, don't agree to anything, please.
Alrighty.
Just information. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Godspeed, or whatever the hell you Celestials say.
So going in town?
Yes, I'm going to pack my satchel and make my way into town.
So who all was going to the Adventure Guild?
Alexander.
You going alone?
Graves.
That's the one with Graves.
Okay. All right.
And Ulrich should pass you on the way, so it's up to him.
I would finish what I've been tasked to do and bring back the papers to you and inform you of what I have been told. They do know of Linnick, which is concerning, considering I passed by there but a week ago and it was fine.
Land-based news, possibly. You may have passed the Skull Kitty and Angel. They're heading on to town. Feel free to join them. I'll just be here minding the ship for the night.
Clicks his heels on the horse and turns her the other way. Goes to try to catch up with the rest.
Alrighty. So heading towards the Adventure Guild, Alexander and Graves eventually you get caught up to. Thankfully, the trip there, it's quite a long trip. It takes probably like 35 minutes to walk. But there are signs periodically saying, hey, this way to the Adventures. It's very convenient.
Okay, yeah, make my way in.
Alright, and when you get there, you're immediately hello, are you new here? Are you new here?
Oh yes, very new in fact. I just arrived in town, looking for adventure.
Oh, wonderful. Are you already signed up with the guild?
Sorry, signed up for the what?
With the guild?
Not yet.
Okay, so I should give you a warning. By the way, my name I forgot his name. My name is Jamie Aloysius Maria von Augusta. Nice to meet you. Um, so you should know for the guild, you actually have two options when you sign up. They'll tell you over this all this when you get over there. But they will start you at the lowest rank unless you have a patron. And basically the patron just endorses you. They go on one or two missions with you and kind of tell the guild afterwards that you're at whatever level that they. And I'm not doing anything, so if you need anyone to do that, I will gladly do it for you.
Oh, that certainly sounds very nice. I have to consider it with my group first, though. I'm not gonna make any decisions without them.
Understandable. It is just worth noting that most people actually take the whole money from it. I'm just kind of bored, so they can't take
Okay,
the
fair
money
enough.
from your job. That is. But yeah, no, I'll be here. So if you change your
Thank you very much. I go deeper in and look around, see if there's any mission quest on a board or.
there is a board, and I will link it to. It's gonna show to everyone. So, or you're welcome. Either way,
Yeah, you showed everyone.
that is what the job board says.
Thank you.
And it's relatively busy in here. Over on the side, you see like a receptionist. It's kind of helping people through turning in jobs, picking up jobs.
All right. Just take a look around a little bit. Is there any like a lot of adventurers in here, or is it just like?
Yeah,
kinda-
no, it's pretty busy, like I said, and most of them seem like they're adventurers.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just look around for a little bit, and then leave and try to find the group. Start remembering try to keep track of some of the missions.
And
Take
the
notes.
ads. Don't forget the ads. The ads are important.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most important section of the job board. And Gar, it like people help you to like a place where you can buy your whip and herbs at the very least, and souvenirs. There's lots of souvenir shops, especially outside the walls. That's where a lot of people who aren't living here come.
I'm just trying to make myself look like a tourist to everybody.
I mean, you're a giant turtle.
You
I
do
know,
look like a turtle.
I know, but I'm like trying to like really encompass that with everybody that I meet. Make it perfectly clear that I'm not here. I need everybody's help to get around town, type thing. And in the process of like asking for directions and stuff, um, hoping to coerce some of the going ons about town from people.
Yeah, and I mean people easily help you out.
Yeah.
And like I said, you definitely do look like a tourist.
Yes.
You do a good job.
Like
Is he
a,
is he a
tortoise.
Tortoise? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a tourist. Tourist.
I get it.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I thought about asking about buying a disguise kit, but that seemed like really like not something that I should be able to buy. Just asking people, do you know where I can buy a disguise kit? Just didn't seem appropriate.
You could ask like where some makeup and kind of stuff like that is. Like, do you have a wig shop?
A turtle with lipstick. Awesome.
As a matter of fact,
You know,
we do.
now that you mention it, I don't need a full disguise kit. All I want to do is I want to find a wig shop that will make me a fake beard that I can put on as a disguise. I just want.
There you go.
That's a thing. I want I want a wig and a beard that I can put on as a disguise.
Oh, God help us.
You do find a wig shop with some help from the locals, and
Excellent.
inside they have lots of wigs. I was trying to find the right way to word that. They have lots of wigs in the.
Okay. Um, do they have face wigs?
No, but
It seems like a market that you could make a lot of money because there's a lot of races that can't grow beards. This is in character. That's really something you should look into.
well, we do them for commission, for special orders and such. We don't really sell many.
Really, I would think there'd be a lot of elves that would like to look like dwarves.
Uh,
Oh, God damn
no.
it, Scorpion. He's not even here to defend himself.
Well, I mean that might be true, but they don't come looking here.
Wow. What about me? Could you make me? I want. I want to look more distinguished, like elderly. Um, Something that would go along with this wig, and I'd probably pick up like a gray, white, really shaggy looking beard.
Yeah, we can do that. We can even make it attached to the wig, so they'll hold on to each other.
I don't know. Well,
Well, of course, detachable.
detachable. Okay, that could work. And how much do these commissions cost?
Um, for a long beard like that, I will
And how
say
long would it take?
5 gold, week and a half.
It's a long time. I don't know if I'm gonna be in town that long. Um,
Well, we got to get the hair, and then we got to actually sew it into the material.
right.
Unfortunately, it is a rather slow process.
Hmm. Looking at this guy's wigs, do they look like they're good wigs? Like his quality of work, basically.
They're pretty damn good. The mannequins like almost look like they grew their own hair.
They grew their own hair. Is that what you said?
It almost looks like that. They're really good.
Hmm. You said 5 gold, and it would take almost 2 weeks.
5 gold, 1 week, and about 4 days.
Okay.
We could try to make it just 1 week, but I can't promise the quality at that point.
Well, it needs to be really good. Okay. Sure, we'll do this. It should work just fine. You said 5 gold, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, I will pay him and tell him that I will check back to make sure that everything is on task.
He takes down your name, thanks you.
Yes. And then I'll go ahead and pick up the other stuff that I mentioned. You said I was able to find that stuff easily. So,
You're able to find everything, even the potions. You find a potion shop that's an actual potion shop.
like an actual potion shop
Like they actually
and
have
herbalist
potions that probably work.
herbalist
Yeah.
stuff. Um, Interesting. And he's capable of making actual potions.
Yep.
healing potions. I mean, the other guy made potions, but
Yeah, he can make healing potions. He actually sells them for 60 gold apiece.
okay. Um, I ask him, like how good of quality are these? Like
Well, for the price, they're reasonably priced for the quality.
reasonably priced for the quality.
If you want something that has a bit more of a kick to it, it's going to cost more.
Oh, of course. Well, I guess what I'm asking is, are they better than these? And I pull out one of my potions out of my pack and say, "Here, go ahead, give it a try."
Sure, he drinks it.
Oh dear God.
God, if this ever failed. Okay, he's fine. And he heals for. For 5.
Yeah, I'm going to be. It's about the same as mine. Yours are maybe a little more consistent, I guess I should say.
Mine have better consistency.
Yeah.
Yes, I work very hard on the consistency.
And it shows. It's a good job.
Yes, and these are actually some of my old stock. I'm kind of improved on it, but interesting. Okay. All right. I don't think there's really need right now to purchase them, but being that the last 2 towns I've been through have basically no supply of these and no one capable of making them, you might want to raise your price slightly.
I'll look into it. I
And
like
do you
having.
do you get your supplies for potions here in town?
I grow
Do
them
you have a
myself.
herbalist that you would suggest?
I grow most of them myself, and other ones I get through the Avengers.
Excellent. It's a good way to do business.
I think so too.
Yes. I really only wanted to know that just to see if we if like there was anyone on this side of the coast that was capable of making healing potions besides us.
Anything else for you?
Nope. So you're gonna take my suggestion to raise your prices, correct?
I'll think about it.
Seriously, I mean, I can tell you, I've been in 2 other places along this river, and no one else is capable of making them. I think they're in great demand. And
They are,
you
but
definitely could make it the money.
I really like making my prices low enough for the non-adventurers, and so I keep it as close to as low as I can. I appreciate the concern, though.
Just a suggestion. And if I've grabbed all my stuff, I'll head back to the docks.
All right. Skipping over real quick. Malayla, what's your plan?
I'm gonna go out for a little stroll. I'm gonna be just checking some pockets.
Alrighty. It's a pretty busy town. There's lots of pockets. The area you're in up here is a little bit not as rich as if you actually go into.
Well, I'm not really looking for big game, just
Fair enough. Once, give me a couple sleight of hand.
Couple.
A couple. There's lots of people.
How many is that?
You just give me two.
Okay.
And we'll average. That sounds fair. Yeah, you managed to swipe quite a few pockets actually, and no one notices.
That's
It's like you're really good at swiping pockets or something.
It's also a busy place. Nope, that's it. Just a casual stroll in the town, getting to know people.
Alrighty. Austrial? What was your plans?
I didn't really have one. Maybe just hang out on the boat for the day at least.
Hanging out with Took or just
Yeah.
hanging out?
I mean, here, like, very delicate adjustments of temperature. Clang, 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 clang.
Tinker.
More delicate adjusting. Wrench, 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 wrench. Frederick Roar.
Look, you know what you were getting when you brought me R. Just think of all the help I can be with your prototype.
Yay, help.
Even though we're at literally the same exact spot. Game-wise.
But not story-wise.
True.
I kind of like its rugged look. It reminds me of its namesake. A pain in the ass. I just like the dead fucking silence. and if you tell Malala you heard me say that, I will murder you.
Skipping back over to the Mages Guild with Ulrich, Alexander, and Grave.
Ah, caught up. So, anything good on the board?
Oh yes, indeed. The only downside, I'm back with the group, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're on the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah. There's some quests on there that look to pay well. The only downside is if we don't get a patron, we have to start at the very bottom with the bronze rank, and the bronze rank quests they don't pay much at all, like 5 gold, 10 gold, crap like that. But if we get a patron, from what I've gathered, the patron gets the pay, what you do. But if we do well, then we can start off at a higher rank. If they go on a few quests with us, then we get, we do well. So we possibly start at silver rank, and the silver rank quests are pretty good.
Seems so, just looking at the list. Huh. So, what would pertain into getting a patron? Like,
Well, there was actually someone who was interested in being my patron. I know he's. I don't know if we should trust him or not because he didn't really. He just said he's bored looking to be a patron. Eh. But we can always question him a little further and see what we think. I'll let
Claire.
Kalar. I'll let Kalar talk to him a little bit maybe if he's still. We might also want to consider selling those gems because that might put a little pretty pennies in our pockets, pretty coppers in our pockets. Just as I know it's not related, but you know what I mean. Just while we're here, by the way.
Well,
It is
whatever.
worth. Oh, sorry.
Yes. First, I would like to know what would pertain in someone becoming a patron. Could I d- would they need to have clout in the city? I would assume.
I assume so, probably.
And I highly doubt someone who just randomly, no offense, walked up to you and said, "Hey, I would like to be your patron," and knowing nothing
Yeah, I
of
thought it sounded pretty fishy myself, so I think we should definitely look into this more. But I'm not as skilled in the art of diplomacy as some of our comrades here, so I thought I'd just gather the information and then let us talk to people as a group about it. I didn't want to make any major decisions by myself.
I actually forgot to tell you what he looked.
I'm so proud of you.
But he's kind of like a tall-ish guy. He's got blonde hair, sword on his side. You know, got pretty nice gear. And you did notice that across a strap for his backpack is a golden guild emblem. I forgot to say that. But yeah.
Okay, well he had a gold guild emblem, so maybe that's not saying it couldn't be fake. Probably could be, but just of note. Also, I did gather a little more information, unrelated, but I found an inn, or I know where an inn is. It's in the Shepherd's Song. It's called Silver Arrow. So if we need an inn or ale house, there's that. But yeah, he kind of fishy. Oh, he said his name was. Don't tell me. Jamie Aloysius and something else. He had some other name. Jamie Aloysius.
Where is this conversation being held?
In the guild hall.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said we were with the group. I was with the group now.
You're with Ulrich and Graves.
Yeah, in the guild hall.
Oh.
Sorry about that if I missed it.
No worries, I just didn't hear you.
You gotta repeat it all over again.
But maybe we should find the rest of the group and discuss it with them.
That sounds reasonable. I believe most of them are still on the ship from last I saw. If they haven't left to explore the city.
Okay.
So you guys heading back?
Yeah, sure, let's head back to the ship.
Yeah.
So another 30 minutes of walking.
I'm on my horse.
And oh yeah,
Rude.
Gar's probably about getting there at the same time as you. It's about 30 minutes, 45 minutes of walking, and you guys all arrive back at the ship. Woo!
Austral, for the last time, I don't need it to have a built-in roar function.
But think of the intimidation factor.
It's a giant metal fucking cat!
And a roar adds to that illusion.
Should we come back or
Ah!
have a good time?
No! Someone put a damn kettle on. Oh, gods.
Oh. Goes over to the kitchen.
What is that noise on the deck?
Plop, 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 plop.
Just every couple seconds, just crack, crack,
It's probably more of like slap, slap.
slap.
Yeah, just oh, got it. And he goes and sets the bottle back up and continues.
Hi, Gar. Acquire everything that you desired?
Yes. I'm sure as an adventurer, this looks like completely wrong. You can tell I am not proficient with a whip.
I just watching you. Just
Trying. There's no crack. It's more of like throwing a limp rope.
yeah, like the little belt toss kind of. Ugh.
He's like trying to sling it and it's not working and doing it, but
It's a
practice.
it's a martial weapon, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm proficient with all simple rapiers, blowguns.
I believe as battlesmiths we're.
We are, but
So, Gar, if you don't mind, let me give you a quick little. I'm probably. I mean, it's the first time I'm wielding one, but I think I see the mechanic behind it. If you don't mind.
Yes.
All right. We're just gonna roll a intelligence check. Or is it a finesse weapon?
It's a finesse weapon.
I can roll.
That's one of the reasons why I got it.
Nope. At least I'm fucking permission, so that's a 10. So there you go. It's more more in the wrist.
To use intelligence, we have to. It has to be magical.
Ah, duly noted. But yeah, there you go. It's like I said, it's been doing too much delicate work, but more. Do you even have wrists? I stare at this isn't character. Do you even have a? I show him like the wrist, the rotation, and fine and gross motor skills. I poke at where his wrist should be.
He has. I mean, turtles have wrists.
I know, but
yes,
I've not observed your anatomy, so like, huh?
Like, you're not going to, sir.
No, I'm not. Not without you buying me dinner first.
What's in the shell stays.
But keep at it. I applaud and strongly as a man of many, too many fucking talents. I'm all for branching out. I pat him on the shell. I'm gonna go put. Ulrich, you put the kettle on.
Just
Oh,
just coming in.
great. I'm gonna put some tea on and we'll have our little powwow when the captain gets back.
I'm half tempted to have him have the kettle on his head, but no.
I just reach for the bullwhip again.
The fire genasi prepares a fire. No.
I mean, if we've established that the fire doesn't burn things, does it heat things up too?
Yes.
Established it's magical fire. It's different.
He has like a slightly higher body temperature, basically. That can flare up, if I recall the racials.
Oh, we got produced a flame and burning hands.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just waiting on our beloved captain. Otherwise I'll pour out some tea for everyone. Trying to make sure everyone feels nice and comfy and get that group the group morale up. Like
Speaking of group morale, I'm in high spirits.
Well, hello there, dear.
Hi.
I hand her my cup of tea and pour me another one.
As you pour it, Frederick roars.
Such a useless feature. You've eliminated its ability to stealth.
This is for intimidation. He can be stealthy.
We'll discuss.
He's adorable.
Thank you.
I
Is that the? No, I've seen the giant metal cap.
I mentally command Prototype to just pout. Like do the little like pout head down on its paws, like fine.
Frederick goes over and nuzzles Layla.
Oh,
Frederick would get his ass whooped.
It's a big giant cat.
Frederick would get his ass whooped. But welcome back, darling. We were just about to settle down. It's still like mid-afternoon, so it's not time for warming up dinner and in that nature. But I trust I Gar group meeting.
Yes, on my way.
Oh God, I mean I haven't heard any glass break yet, but I'm waiting for it to pop back and hit him in the face. But Alex, I'd assume that you had some level of success. You came back pretty quick.
Oh yeah. Well, the Adventurers Guild looks to be we start off at the lowest ranking, as I suspected. But the lowest rankings are very like shoddy quests, like gain 5 gold to find someone's lost cat kind of thing. But if we get a patron, we the patron collects the money, which it's not really much money to collect to begin with. But if we do well on the mission, on the quest, then we can start off at a higher rank. There's bronze, silver, and gold at the very least. I did find someone who offered to be our patron simply because he was bored. He had a gold pin, but I'm not sure someone that's wanting to go on a mission because they're bored is the best choice. But we can discuss it as a group. Maybe you can speak with him and see what his qualifications are. His name was Jamie Aloysius, and he had other names as well.
Alright, he look a capable sort?
I'm sorry?
Did he look like a capable sort?
He was behind a desk.
He looked capable enough.
He was behind a desk?
No, I don't believe... Was he behind the desk?
I don't
He
know.
was very greetest.
He was not, okay. I was to say, like,
Alright.
oh man, already, immediately turned off.
I was gonna say, I was like, I did not see his legs, so I don't know.
In other news, I found 2 places of interest. The Silver Arrow in Shepherd's Song is an inn and ale house that was listed on the advertisements on the quest board. And Trapper Tony's Zoo, where you can see mystical creatures, in case anybody's interested. Not really relevant to our current task at hand, but perhaps those of interest in arcane creatures might be interested in seeing them.
I applaud you keeping abreast of the local happenings. I mean that wholeheartedly with some sincerity, I assure you. Those of you who went out, did anyone try and get a sort of a pulse of the town? How's it feeling?
Busy.
Busy? Busy's good. Busy pays. And I'm gonna look at Malaya like busy pays.
It's definitely busy.
I mean, Gar, you stepped out, did some shopping yourself. Did any talk of the local news and going-ons?
I talked to as many people as I could. Didn't really get any rumors or anything in return.
Huh. What the job board looked like? I mean, you said pittance for pay, but see anything of note? Someone you feel
I hold up
confident
a
with,
piece
Alexander?
of paper with them all written down.
Blink, blink.
I took notes.
I'm not saying that you didn't take the initiative, Alexander, but he took notes.
I do not have any paper or a book on me.
Blank, blank,
Can I have
blank.
Then I found one. Because I was sitting Alex whispered he didn't answer me, so I just pretended I had one.
Werewolves
If
terrorizing
not,
Berg. Go pull up my maps, I guess, and see where the hell Berg is.
It's really far.
Landlocked too, if I remember right, yeah?
Down a narrow river.
Ugh. How was pricing in the city, Gar? Up or down?
Well, overall, for most of common goods, seemed about right. There is an actual um, potion maker who knows his stuff here in town. His prices are a little high, but reasonable.
That's good.
I tried to spread a few rumors to see if he could increase his prices due to market market stock, but he chose to keep his prices the same. He did mention that he gets creates his own herbs in shop and buys what he needs from the adventurers.
Respectable. Well, you didn't catch hours of this guild hall, Alexander?
Oh, I didn't think about that. My apologies.
That's alright. That's alright. Finish my tea here. We'll talk to this Mr. Alois. I
How long?
suppose.
How long does it typically take to get through a rank?
It was unasked.
Blink, blink at the guy who wasn't there. Alright. Well, I mean, obviously, group opinion. I know there's work out there for. I mean, we're a sizable force in and of ourselves.
Yes. Do we want to settle here? It seems for someone wanting to be a patron, they would want us to stay and be close by, within their influence.
Well,
How-
I don't know about the rest of you. I don't do too well under others' influence.
Perhaps this is more of a placement test, just to see where we fit best.
Oh yes, that's what I said. Yeah, if we do well, then we get put in a higher rank. And
Okay. About how far of a walk was it?
Not that far.
You have a bloody horse. How far of a walk? Not a ride?
I was going trotting speed.
I give an approximate value of walk.
It was like 30-ish minutes, I think is what she said.
Sure of that.
Alright, so, all in favor of, as a full group, going and saying our hellos to this guild and kinda muscling our way in, showing what we've got. Say aye?
Aye?
Sounds good to me.
Hi.
Yep.
Yeah, I see no problem.
Alrighty. Well, Captain, your crew's behind you.
not good with initiative, okay?
All right, all right. You just wear the hat, and I'll do the talking. But I will, once everyone has finished their tea, um, there any other business to attend to before you go and make this quick hike? Um,
I'm sorry, say again.
so is there any, while we have everyone here together, is there anything else we want to discuss? Um, I mean, did you happen to bring up Blouch with this Mr. Alois by chance?
Did I happen to bring what?
The town we just passed through being,
Oh, no, I didn't mention that.
all right. Uh, I'd like to keep that as a card up our sleeve, if everyone's all right with that. Because I think, Auric, you mentioned, our man at the dock only knew about Brennick.
Yes.
Okay. Last thing I want to do is show up and get volunteered for investigating a town's disappearance. It's a bit heftier of a job that I'm looking for. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yeah.
But, so go ahead and I guess everyone put on your Sunday best and let's go make an appearance.
Where you guys heading?
We're back to the Adventuring Guild. I think it was about a 30-minute or so walk, if you remember right.
Yep, about 30 to 35 minutes.
So, pop into the quarters real quick, put, fully don armor and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to get about late afternoon. Maybe like 5 o'clock, 4:30. So not too late.
And if we happen to get past dinner time, I'm sure we'll just stop by somewhere and see what the local eats are like.
As you go through town, it's not quite as busy as it was before, but it's still pretty darn busy. And without too much issue, you make it straight to the venture.
How many other sizable groups are traveling about?
It's just throughout the town.
Yeah, like were we like, oh look, there's a party of 5. Hey, look, party of 6 over there. Oh, look at the duet.
There's not many until you pass the wall, in which case it's mostly groups of 3 plus. It's like way less often to see someone just walking.
Alright, strength in numbers was a good idea then.
Hmm.
And when I say best foot forward, by all means, flame on and everything. Look pretty. I want to draw attention.
I mean, we do have 2 large metal cats.
Oh yeah, they're coming along with.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing a good job to draw attention.
Alright, Alexander, when we get there, be sure to point this, Mr. Alois out for me.
Will do.
When you get there, he doesn't even need to point him out because he immediately comes up. Oh, hey, Alexander, these your friends you were talking about?
Yes, indeed. I'd like you to meet insert names.
Greetings, my name is Jamie Eloise Maria von Augusta. It's very nice to meet you.
Do you mind if Mr. Augusta, for expediency's sake?
You can just call me Jamie.
Alright, Jamie it is. I'm Colère. This here is Captain Malala. Our other merry band. Some of which you've already met.
He bows low to your captain. As I was telling your friend, unfortunately, the way they have the system here, you actually kind of need a patron if you want to not be at the very. And And looking at your group, I have a feeling you don't want to start at the very bottom. It takes quite a while to build a lot of jobs. Um, my current group is actually out of town. I'm getting a little restless and bored, and so I'm sure he told you I offered to come along with. Most patrons will take your gold. You can have it.
I
I just
hold
want
my
some
hand
entertainment.
up. Jamie, uh, I'm a fan of expediency. I like to waste as little of my beloved captain's time, if you don't mind. Now, we may have taken a peek at your job board. Obviously, you must have something in mind if you looking to scratch an itch.
Pretty much anything silver. Anything that you feel comfortable doing, honestly.
I mean, we've treated with vampires and handled business from across the maelstrom to here. So what we can handle is entirely up to how truthful your postings are. Is there by chance some paperwork? My captain here, she loves paperwork.
Yeah, if you go right over to the desk, they will help you through the registration.
Tally, just out of character, that's a trap.
Oh yeah.
What is?
In response to your comment there in chat, that's a trap. Um. So,
Like counting fish.
so by all means, feel free to entreat amongst the comrades here. I'm going to go pick up a copy and begin to scan through the legalese, and pull one of my other my fellow craftsmen aside.
See, it wasn't me who said it this time.
Oh, I've been doing it nonstop.
Okay, good.
As the society that we've come from, contracts are, I mean, make or break.
Yeah.
So the contract is fairly straightforward. A lot of it is, waivers. If you die on a job, that's, they're not to blame. It was your choice. It goes through the requirements of ranking up, which, it's basically based on what job you do. It has the requirements of, what jobs you can take based. And for what it's worth, it does have the patron thing that he was talking about before.
Okay.
Where basically, if he sponsors you, you can get jumped up ranks to whatever he feels like you are prepared.
How does it define patron? Specifically, a ranking member of the guild?
Yep, someone who is gold or higher.
Okay.
Well,
Mind you, this is a very hushed conversation between the two of us. You guys are stuck there with Jamie, the
I'm just
eager.
looking at the board.
I don't see anything that's sticking out to me.
I mean, werewolves sound like a good.
I was talking to
Werewolves are pretty fun to deal with.
Yeah.
This I will tell you, this bandit chief one has been turned in 8 times now. And every single time he isn't dead. So they've been kind of really strict on that.
I'll bring him back alive then.
That would probably do it better, yeah.
I don't know, Astro. I don't know. Someone's eating at the gut. You know?
Mm-hmm. We've course, that does come from over there.
Yeah.
You could get screwed real bad.
Well, we're strangers in a strange land. I expect to get screwed.
Yeah.
That's a lot of low-ranking jobs to move up.
It really is.
The terms for patron does it state it works as some sort of a patron to recruit contract, like a third party contract attached to this,
No,
or
it's literally just a section saying so and so person is going to be watching over you for X amount of jobs,
okay.
and then whenever it is complete, you will officially be given your rank.
So nowhere does it require them to charge you the rewards.
It doesn't, but it does say that they do have the first.
Okay. Mr. Jamie,
Yes.
I do hope my artwork has been delighting you with the tales of his heroism. Uh,
Seems like a rather heroic person, if I do say so myself.
I want to get down brass tacks. It's my personal role, so to speak, to make sure that these individuals get paid, and to do that, we need to work. Um, I've not yet seen anything other than I mean, obviously your jobs are posted here that says we just can't find some freelance work.
No, you're totally free to do that. A lot of freelance jobs don't have the job security that the Adventure Guild does. Understandably, like, uh, we. Words fail me. Out of character.
It lacks the legal backing
Yeah,
of a registered quest.
and as you read, once you turn in the quest, you are guaranteed the reward that was put forward by the person.
So it's my understanding that you would like to sponsor a party.
More or less, and you're the first new party to come in today, to be honest. As I said earlier, my current party is out looking at a job. They're actually looking at the necromancer, supposed necromancer up in my. I decided to stay behind. Didn't really interest me. Had some stuff to do here in town, and now I'm done, and I am poor.
Alright. So, once again, in the sake of expediency, if I might entreat you to have a sit down and hash things out all on the up and up, so both sides know exactly what they're agreeing to. Because by my understanding, I'll point out the clause here that it states that you have first dibs, but if you were doing this out of what was it, boredom, then what level of claim you? Okay, I I'd like to get that down in paper.
Understand.
And if you, by all means, pick one of your other, I'm sure, reputable adventurers to play witness for you on your end, and Alexander.
Yes.
You're gonna put your name down as witness on our end.
Alrighty.
Pretty much the most reputable one. On paper, reputable one among us.
And he does the same thing. He pulls out another member who's also pretty high. Has them sign as a witness, and he signs, like I said, that he waives all.
Alright, I'll fill out the rest of the registration, and we'll go. Everyone sure about this? I mean, once I turn this in, that means we gotta work. No more piracy. I smile at Jamie. Like the I'm clearly bullshitting. There was no piracy. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
In fact, we got our boat from pirates.
Hey, piracy is pretty fun work, I gotta say.
But I don't hear any objections. We're gonna turn in the
No,
paperwork.
nothing yet. So, like, who has been looking at the jobs? Because I know Ulrich got peeked at werewolves because werewolves terrorize people.
Well, it's my understanding we can only pick silver and below, correct? And that's more speaking as we are not going back to Laos. We just fucking came from there.
Mm-hmm. The bandit chief might also be a good one, though bringing him in alive might be a bit taxing, but seems like the most appropriate way, considering they are having problems with him.
Hello, dear. Item retrieval. Sound up and up.
Yeah.
Or do you want to go play with some dogs over in Berg?
That is still very, very far.
I mean, we've got the supplies. We've got assuming it's a wide enough ravine, we can make it. Or ravine river. I mean, if not, at least get some information on this magical item.
Yeah.
Just, Mr. Jamie, how much input do you intend to have, or are you going to play the full role of just observer?
Mostly just observing. I didn't intend to step in unless, someone's life is.
Duly noted.
And no offense. What is it you? I am trying not to make this sound offensive in any way. What is your skill set? I'm just curious.
I'm pretty good with my blade. He pulls it out, and it's a very, very well made sword.
He's good at dying in place of one of us. I say that is in character, mind you.
I haven't died yet, so.
It's a skill to be tested then.
Agreed.
But is the jobs posted just as so, or similar to the other board where there is more information like go see so and so at such and such place?
They're pretty much posted as is, and you would get more information at the.
All right, well, Mr. Again, majority always rules. Who's you get only one vote out of the four. Cause we ain't doing Kappa and we ain't going to Laos.
What are these? Do we know where these are located?
What you see is what we get until we go pull one. Once you pull one, we go do one.
Well, I think if there has been multiple claims on this bandit chief, I think this one is the most precedent. Has the most precedent. So I would like that one.
Okay, so we got one
that
vote
makes
for
sense.
four. Two votes for
Bandit
four.
chief sounds. Yeah.
I'd say magic item.
One for magic
Yeah.
item. Two
Magic
for
item.
magic item.
Alright, magic items.
Three for magic item. So far, that's the
I
majority.
will take a treat.
Just stare at Graves like, still technically a stranger. God damn it. This is how we die. Uh, shoot, Gar's still BRB. Yeah, I think we're gonna go biased towards our magic item addiction over here, as it is our bread and butter.
Mm,
And it comes with some upfront pay for any possible expenses.
Well,
Uh, well,
you have my hammer.
so, but I guess Mr. Jamie, if you'd be so kind as to come and apply your role as patron while we go and pick up this here quest.
Of course. He follows right up to you.
Uh, hello there.
Sends Howdy.
Person. Oh God, it's Wednesday. I just realized I've been talking in that thick thick accent this whole time. Like, this is not this character's accent whatsoever. But fuck it, I'm just. This is how I talk when I'm at work. Makes everyone feel a little more comfortable for some reason.
Weird.
Yeah, it's that Southern hospitality kind of vibe. But pleasure. Oh yeah, it is evening at this point. Jamie, do let me know. On the way, if you see somewhere you want to stop and eat, sounds good. None of the tourist traps kind of crap. Hi, I haven't got your name. I just put my paperwork in probably, not even 10 minutes ago. This here fella is acting role of patron, and we are looking to, hop, skit, and skedoodle straight to work. Friend.
Jamie, nice to see you again. She hands him a paper. He signs, and then she hands you a huge stack of papers.
Wonderful. I love paperwork.
I'm about to say, you're just like, this is great. Alright, if I can get a TLD, is there a time frame on this?
Well, these here are your registration papers. They're general disclaimers. And this, she just slaps a single piece of paper, is more information on the person who did this job.
Is this like all the stuff I just got done filling out? I did it in triplicate.
It's just receipts, sir.
Oh, well, shit.
And then finally, she puts it back
Hand to
in the
Alexander.
gold on the very.
Hand the gold to Malayla. Gotta make it look officious. Captain. Alright, thank you very much. I didn't quite catch your name, darling.
My name is Amy. Nice to meet you.
A pleasure. That's short for anything?
Yes.
Not amethyst.
Everyone else is riding that train with me. Like, come on, come on. Is she blue haired by chance? Pointy ears.
Do we really want to bring that to another world?
Yes. I don't
This
get.
is a-
I have not gotten to experience amethyst. Thank you. I had to be
This is a
amethyst.
Prequel amethyst.
Bitch got the fuck out of that universe. She is done with you fuckers. She is just fucking done.
I was not the one that caused the issues.
Fucking inverted horse guts. What?
I wasn't even there for that one.
Pick that out so freaking fast.
Thank you for being such a dear. There's none of this paperwork you need, but this is our copies, right? Just making sure.
Yes, sir. All these are your copies.
Do we get any fancy little pins, or is that once we're accepted?
That is once you get your official rank, because they also have your name on. So we have to get them made.
Oh, awesome. Great, I'm forever Claire while within the city of legend. Keep that shit in mind. Note to self, in about 4 years, we're gonna fake our death. Again.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
It's high fantasy. Faking your death, way too easy. Just a pile of ashes up. I guess they got hit with a disintegrate spell.
There's literally a spell for faking that.
But, yeah. I think we discussed it over dinner. Sound good? Dinner? Food?
Yeah.
We're in a new city. I want to taste how good or absolute shite their food is.
Oh, definitely.
So, if I may make a suggestion, the big current place that everyone goes to is the Silver Air. However, there's a place just outside the walls to the west, and honestly, it's kind of the rundown, poor side of town.
Lead the way.
I will, and he does.
Because I'm picturing is like your piece of shit, but mom and pop. There's so much love in this building. The rats are just extra flavor, right? Right, Graves. That sounds like that sounds like that sounds like a yes to me. Cracking up on a cold one.
Garnish. They're a garnish.
It sounds like Gar's back. Gar, we got a
I
job.
just got back.
It was
Super weird.
it was a majority vote for finding a missing magical item.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. There was one thing is I didn't mean to check in that contract was an exit clause, so to speak.
What do you mean?
If we decide we don't want to be members of this guild, for example.
You can just not come back. You're not forced to take jobs.
Just keeping them, just something to keep in mind in case things go awry for some reason, not on our end, but corruption seeps in where it seeps in.
Understand?
But yeah, Gar, we're on our way to food. Glad you could join us.
So he leads you through the town, and it like slowly, like there's this random comment. What? Like it starts getting less rich as you go, and once you get through the wall, it's not quite a slums, but it's not great.
Before we hit that, Malala, darling, have you made enough friends tonight, or we need to shake some more hands real quick?
I'm very social. So, always got time for that.
So sort of drop back to the back of the group with her. And while we're still in the semi-wealthy, just do one quick little bump and go.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
With the full gambit, the guidance, the help action. Stumbling into the fellow. Oh, sorry. I am so terribly sorry. I didn't see you there. Fucking rogues, man.
Oh,
Well-
you dropped the fucking one.
Fucking rogues, man.
Well, you get his wallet, and
And I stole his dignity.
And swing back with the group.
all right.
Once again, guys, the moral center over here, making sure everyone gets fed.
I have no idea if there is a moral center to this group.
There is.
Gone.
No, there is. It's in her sword.
He's with me always.
Hmm.
But, by the way, Gar, I don't think I managed to finish in full one of the potions today. There was some sidebar tinkering that got done, but one of them should be about close, and I got it nice and tempered.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you get to a small little. Well, I say small. It's big for the area. It's a nice building, surprisingly nice considering everything around it. But it's like definitely been taken care of nice, not recently built nice. And when you walk in, specifically the smell of lamb, chicken, and mutton is all throughout the air.
I heard the smell of mutt.
Lamb, mutton, and chicken.
I mean, I smell fabulous right now.
It does smell good. But
All right.
I heard mention of rat garnishes.
We presumed we'll see what we can special order for you. But yeah.
The waitress sees Jamie. Cheers, seeing him. Gets him a special table for all of you.
Oh shit, local celebrity.
Okay, so we have multiple specials tonight. It's been a pretty good. We have roasted lamb, pickled mutton with dried leek, a baked chicken with cinnamon and onion, smoked duck, baked pear, and roasted all of them come with a choice of ale, cider, whiskey, stout, or water.
Darling, you want to go half on the bear and something else?
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to try bear yet.
Oh, and the bear comes with a bitter cheese.
No, we talking like a goat cheese, a brie.
I would have to ask the cook.
Nah, that's quite all right. Definitely. That did someone else? By all means, folks. I'm looking at the tally. Like, we're good to cover this. I don't know how much was in that guy's wallet, but if not, I've got it. But I'd rather go out of the funds of the bump and go first.
Don't worry.
Don't
We're
worry. All right. But so definitely the bear. I don't know if anything else caught your attention, but definitely the bear. I mean, we could just platter order and everyone. This is gonna sound a pretty odd request. Do you have rat?
As a matter of fact, we have certain patrons who have certain.
I point. We have a bipedal feline.
I'll take rat as a side dish with the chicken.
There you go.
I'll have you know our rats are homegrown. They're very clean.
Oh, they're green.
Are they cage free?
Are they happy before they
They're
get
free
cooked?
range rats.
We can bring them out to see you. You can see just how happy they are.
You can go down in the cellar and pick out your own.
Pick your own.
Serve the lobster tank.
Oh my god, yes. Ah. Yeah,
I'll take 2 rats and a chicken.
Whoops.
I'll have the bear.
Yeah,
It's a
bear
good
sounds
choice.
good.
The bear was actually brought in by Jamie himself earlier today.
fresh.
I think I shall have the trout. Can I make a change to the way he cooks it though?
Sure, I can put in a special order for you.
As a service industry worker, I'm over here just glaring at you right now. Just like, you motherfucker!
As a
Yeah.
cook, I am too.
Yes. Rather than roasted, can I just have the trout?
Of course.
You want it scaled?
I mean, I'm sure they do that. Just prepare it exactly the way you normally would, but don't cook it.
Do you still want the turnip?
Yes.
Oh, and to answer your question, in terms of rare spices, we also have saffron. Not
Saffron.
much, and it's rather expensive, but we do have some.
I've never heard of saffron. What's that for?
Ah.
In character. I mean, yeah, in character. Saffron. Is it like a smoking spice?
I've actually never had saffron. I don't know how to describe it.
I know it's fucking expensive.
It's tend to be a little. I want to say a little more on the sweeter side in some cases.
It has a very subtle flavor and aroma. Some say it's floral, and it's more kind of like honey and a little bit.
I would say you just pull up the wiki. It sounds like you're reading off the wiki.
Yes.
Its taste has also been noted as hay-like and sweet.
Yeah,
Hay-like?
I've had
I don't like
saffron in
hay.
like 3 dishes in my entire life because it is so fucking expensive. But
It
when
is.
I've had it, it is
It's more
definitely on the
expensive.
sweeter end. Herbaceously.
So yeah, we do have that to answer your question. You were asking about our spice. Those are
Sure.
two rare ones. One is obviously more rare than the other, but we do have it if you want it.
I've never tried it, and I don't know if it. I mean, would it be good on a trout?
We can put it on the side, and you can try a little bit on.
That's coming out of your budget
Maybe.
as the guy who cooks. Like,
Yeah. Is that common for people to order spices on the side?
No. I will note that of our menu, we usually use it on.
On the what?
It's usually used on the chicken.
On the chicken.
I'm
Interesting.
still waiting to see what Malala picks as our second dish.
No, I think I'll pass on the spice.
Understandable. It is, 5,000 gold a pound, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Spice trade, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
The spice will flow.
So, Alexander? I'm sorry, she doesn't know your name. Sir, what would you like?
Can I have like a party platter, just like a little bit of everything?
Oh, of course.
Again, the service industry worker just twitching violently.
Not a problem at all.
Thank you very much.
And did I forget anyone? Order
I believe I'm getting the bear.
bear.
Is tender.
Will that be all for you guys? For what it's worth, Jamie also orders the bear.
Okay. if you don't have a one you want to pick, just roll a, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, a d5, Malayla, and there you go.
No, that will be fun.
And, that's a lot of bears, so, 2 pitchers of dark ale.
All right. We'll be out with your food shortly.
Alright.
Oh, and the cost is going to be 5 silver.
Blank. Blank. Was anyone else expecting them to be a whole lot more fucking expensive?
Yeah,
The saffron?
No. We passed on the saffron.
yeah,
But these-
no.
But these people can afford saffron when they sell all of that for 5?
It could be the fact that the guy who hunted the bear is eating with us.
He waves.
But if I could get the first pitcher here as a, I guess, air quote starter, that'd be great. Thank you. Didn't get your name. Again. Really bad. I'm getting really bad at that.
Her name is Annette.
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 Thank you.
And, about 30 seconds later, she comes back with 2 pictures of your dark ale and tankards for everyone.
That is service. I'll guess by playing the role of the pour it out for everyone, except myself, and wait for someone to do the same for me. As we start talking about the job.
Like, I make an attempt, but my arms are too short.
I'll pour for you.
Appreciate it.
It's quite alright.
To good business. Let's get to it.
Magic item retrieval. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but start small, I guess.
I mean, it's one of the better paying, straightforward. It has a start and end. Your bandit one, yeah, it sounds tempting until you realize that. I mean, apparently that fella just doesn't want to stay dead.
Well, that's why you bring him alive. I was going to go get some rope and chains.
The exact orders there are to kill him. Bringing something in alive is just a chance for someone to steal it. Do we have that there sheet by chance, GM, or
What sheet?
the page that didn't write her name down because I'm a nice Amy.
Oh, I didn't write it up, but
Okay.
it does have the location to where to find the person who's gonna give you the more details.
All right.
It has very little details other than where to talk to this. So, how long have you guys been adventuring together?
Week, maybe.
I mean, we picked up these two here. I pointed at the Austral Graves not too long ago. We're kind of one of those accidental groups. I'm sure you know the type.
Oh, of course. It's most of them that went through here. Funny enough.
Ha.
So the question I have to ask is, what news do you have of this of upriver, of what happened up there?
Brennick or Louch?
Well, you said your extra party had just headed up to Louch. Yeah? About how long ago was that?
4 days ago? We've been hearing about, all the undead up there and stuff. Apparently, there
Hmm.
was a necromancer found.
Uh. Oh shit.
Uh,
You know what? I'll rip it off like a band-aid. We just passed through. Obviously, as we just came from Rennick, just passed through there. Friend, it's a bloody ghost town.
A ghost tomb?
Yeah, ain't no one there.
yeah, it's
Completely deserted.
yeah, it's been deserted for a good. Here's the weirdest part. I was through there not but a couple of weeks ago, traveling down to I
Rennick.
forget the name of the town,
Rennick.
Brennick. And everyone was there. When we came back, it seemed like they had been gone for months.
Heavy layer of dust. The one stables we made a peek in. Animals bloated with well, from starvation and death.
Jeez.
Yeah. Now, I know another employer of ours, discretion is of a value to them, was looking into it, but I mean that's what we know. When's the last time you heard from your mates?
When they went up there, like I said, about 4 days ago, I'm
Huh.
not too worried about them. They're more than capable of dealing with pretty much anything.
We don't have someone that does sending, do we?
Nope.
Graves?
Not me.
Shit, what level's that?
Third. We can have it.
Graves?
Hello?
Is sitting on your list?
Mike died.
I heard hello from her. Uh, I mean, the downside is obviously she don't know your party too well, but perhaps
Am I
someone.
back?
You're back.
There
It's
you
a
go.
little. Uh,
What was the question?
uh, since there's long distance. I know it, and I'm sure Ashra knows it too because of one of the Tinker Toys I played with. One of my first devices was a stone that did the same thing for long distance conversations. Do you know the I think it's a sentence spell?
No. I have to recheck the current list, but I might be able to get it in the morning with some prayer.
All right. Otherwise, I guess you'd have to probably talk to a cleric that actually knows one of your party members. I'd advise getting hold of them. I don't want to try and stir up any panic, but like I said, when we went through, there wasn't a living soul.
Yeah, that's. I wonder if they evacuated the town or something.
Uh,
Because like I said, they're definitely capable
they
of taking down.
they just got up whatever was there. What was the pub? Looked like everyone just got up and left. There's cold and fetid food there right on the cook pots and things like that.
Yes.
Definitely more than a few days old.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's very concerning.
Uh, well, look, just think of it this way: your meeting with us has already been profitable. You've got some information.
Indeed. Yeah, in the morning I'll go talk to someone, try and get a hold of them.
Uh, Whereas I might have you contact our previous employers now that you've met them and see if they happen to have run into. If you want to maybe jot down a physical description of your mates, and we'll see if our contact happened to bump into them at all. dot T's, cross eyes kind of thing.
Yeah. He writes down a pretty detailed description, which I don't have on hand at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to spoil dinner with a sour mood. Knock my cup back.
Like I said, honestly, I'm not terribly concerned. I understand you don't, you're new, you don't know my group. Trust me when I say they're capable.
It's not your group I'm worried about.
On that note, the waitress comes back and starts bringing plates.
Oh, yes.
It smells divine.
Why would I want something that smells like Alex?
Well,
Or it technically could smell like Graves. Which,
I don't think I wanted to smell like Graves, knowing out of character who she follows.
uh-huh. It's just her name alone.
Yeah.
in grapes you get
Well,
a
you know how tobacco have like long names.
grapes you get your rat on a plate.
That's the appetizer, so it gets ate first.
And it is delicious. It is perfectly sized. It's nice and juicy.
Juicy rat. I mean, I'm not saying that I want to reorder
You can bite off the
Malala,
head first.
but I'm not gonna lie. That rat actually looks appetizing there for a second, just a second.
I mean, we can throw one on for you, sir.
No. We at least for me, I'm good. I've got a fair amount here in front of me.
And the serving sizes are really big for what it's.
Your real mom and pop style portions.
Yeah,
Oh.
like this is way too much. We're losing tons of money. Please.
Please buy lots of alcohol.
Yeah.
If no one, anyone looking to turn in early, a night of camaraderie raising is in order, and the drinks here aren't horrid, and prices are respectable, which is I nod in appreciation.
And the food is amazing. He says as he starts devouring his food.
But eat, drinking bullshit is my order of business.
Yep.
Probably a talk shop with Austro-Engar and like two very totally different technical languages.
By the end of the night, I will convince him to put a roar into his.
Nah. I don't need a roar. I just need that obnoxious, like, grating sound of metal on metal. Like you're about to get thrown into a meat grinder kind of sound.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds terrifying.
That's the sound that he makes when he's getting ready to bite somebody.
Oh, yeah. That's all I need. And maybe get a few of these dents out. The boat did keep rocking every time I was working on the face.
And with that is where we're gonna call it for the night.
Alright.
Definitely got some of the lads here. Be a good use of their money if they're gonna flit about town.
I'm passing out. I gotta go.
Alright.
Good night.
That's
Good
where
night.
I'll black out the stream.
Also, for the record, I love